One of the last story I want to share with you before I invite our dear mayor to give us his remarks before benediction. In fall, I was called by a young woman who was experiencing miscarriage. And when I made it to the hospital with her, it was a clear sign that she was losing her baby. She was 17 weeks pregnant. When we made it to the emergency room, sadly, she did have miscarriage. And the husband wasn't there because he was at home with his 2 other babies. I had the privilege of holding her baby, 17 weeks old, in the palm of my hands for 8 hours because she was going through a lot of difficulties after miscarriage. She ended up having a surgery that same day. When I was holding that baby for 8 hours, I was not holding piece of tissues. It was a full human body, small, tiny, yes, but a full human body. And we all know that life that is lost, whether unfortunately to abortion and sadly to miscarriage, it's a full human person who deserves our attention and our prayers for the child, but also for parents. As I started earlier, my first story of little Danny, let us continue to pray. We saw in Abby's story the power of prayer works miracles. Let us continue to pray and to do our part and to work hard and to do our work as Benjamin was encouraging us, so that we all will continue to send kisses to all the babies in heaven who deserve that love from us when they didn't get a chance to receive it because they didn't live to see it. I trust that we all are here because of this mission, to be people of life for all those who are pregnant and suffering or experiencing crisis, but also for women who have difficulties in their pregnancy or lost babies. We are here because we want to be people of life for all of them. I would like to invite our mayor, Mayor Koch, to share with us his remarks. Please welcome Mayor Koch.
Well, good evening, everybody. It's a pleasure to join you this evening here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. And keep in mind the name, Veterans Memorial Stadium. This is a name for all the men that gave their life for us to get together on an evening like this. So let us remember our veterans. I'm proud to be a member of Divine Mercy Men of Divine Mercy Prayer Group. We meet at Sacred Heart Thursday nights, 7 o'clock. We welcome any of those who are looking for a little bit of time with the Lord with adoration and rosary. And so you're welcome to join us at any time. So I'm proud to be a member of that group. I thank our priests for being here, the Reverend clergy. You know, no priests, no sacraments, no church. Let us keep our priests in mind for the great work that they do for us. I also want to thank, I know we have some brothers and sisters in Christ and other Protestant faiths. I think there's a couple of ministers here. I'm grateful for your work. It's the same Jesus. So we thank you for being with us. I also want to thank the women religious who are with us, and particularly Mother Olga, who her presence in Quincy has elevated us. There's no question about it. It's truly a blessing. So thank you, Mother Olga. I also want to thank His Eminence for being with us earlier, and finally want to thank wonderful witness and testimony from both Benjamin, incredible, and Abigail, both their stories. Appreciate you being here. You honor us with your presence. And I know it's been a long evening, and I won't belabor the points that were made tonight, but I do want to share a little bit. I never know what I'm going to say when I go to the mic, and I asked the Lord to help me. And I didn't want to be political, but I see, you know what, Ben got political, Abby got political. I'm the politician here. Maybe I'll get a little political. I'll share a story. A few months ago, the governor called me, Governor Baker, who some of you may know, is Republican and is pro-choice. Now, I have a good working relationship with Governor Baker, and I endorsed him in his elections. And by the way, there was no pro-life candidate against him in either election. And he asked me, he said, you know, the Roe Act is extreme, and I want to veto it. He says, but I need some help. Can you get one of your Quincy reps to sustain my veto? And of course, cocky Mayor Koch says, I think I can do that. And I'm sad to say I couldn't do that. Benjamin talked about the arrows, the kids, sharpening them to these issues. Well, I grew up in a house that my parents are great witnesses. My father was the secretary and campaign for the Quincy and the South Shore of JFK when he ran for the U.S. Senate the first time. Kennedy became a big president. You know the story. His brother Ted ended up being senator. Senator Kennedy didn't go south of Boston without my father at his side. And I witnessed in the mid-'70s my father depart from him because Ted Kennedy became pro-choice. I saw at a young age what it means to be principled. John Kennedy, when he ran, became the first Catholic president. I would say he's still the only Catholic president we've had to date, quite frankly. But he said in his speech to the ministers in the South, because he was getting beat up because he was a Catholic and they thought he would do what the Pope told him to do. People don't remember this portion of the speech, but toward the end of that speech, he said, if at any time my conscience comes in conflict with my office, I will resign my office. Where are the consciences today of our elected politicians, particularly the Catholic and Christian ones? So I suggest to each of you, I know we're not supposed to judge. Certainly not supposed to condemn or judge anyone's soul. However, every 4 years, used to be every 2 years, thank God it's every 4 years, I'm judged at the ballot box. We need to continue to take this issue into the public square. The public square has been taken over by the left, and they're not hearing the story of the pro-life. So you and I are today's apostles. We are the apostles of our time. We need to be that light of hope, and we need to bring that message in our workplace, in the public square, in our social environments. Just what Abby said, at the end of the day, we're to be citizens of heaven. And someday when that question comes, and I've thought about that quite frequently, what did you do for my little ones? And that haunts me. I'd rather lose the office than to be pro-choice, that's for sure. So thank you for being with us tonight. Thank you for everyone put together, our band. God bless you all. May you get home safely. Stay well.
Mayor Tom Koch, everybody.